Hi, welcome back to our channel. We are Chase and Melia, and today we are reacting finally to Billie Eilish's Tiny Desk.
Tiny desks are the best.
We've already seen this, but it was years ago, I think.
Yeah,
very much enjoyed it. This little one is our new little one.
Newest
and
little
she's gonna hang out
one.
with us. Oh my gosh.
Say hi, Mama. Hi.
If this is your first time to our channel, we are Chase and Melia. We love singing and we love talking about singing. So what we do with these types of reactions is we try to break down what we think these professional singers are doing so that we can apply it to our singing and hopefully break it down so that you can also apply it to your singing.
Absolutely.
So if that sounds interesting to you, please give this video a like and consider subscribing.
And while you hit it, you should sing it. Subscribe. Because that's the kind of people we are.
Subscribe. Not bad.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. Awesome.
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
Let's get started.
I can't seem to focus, and you don't seem to notice I'm not here. I'm just a mirror. You check your complexion to find your reflections all alone. I had to go. Can't you hear me? I'm not coming home. Do you understand? I've changed my plans, 'cause
Gotta pause it real quick.
Okay.
Oof. What's the words when she starts? I can't remember.
I have no idea.
So we've reacted to Billie before, and I think something that we said is that she breaks all of the rules.
Yes.
And I think she uses it to great effect. And I think that's
Absolutely.
one of the reasons why she's so popular is
Yes.
because she sounds so different.
Well, and let's just, for those of you, if this is your first time watching our video, and if this is the first time you've ever heard from us, you don't trust us.
Yeah.
You don't understand what we're talking about.
would you?
Why would you trust us? So
Why
let's talk
would
about
you?
these rules that we're talking about,
Sure.
that she breaks, okay? She does not use air the way that I would tell a student or I myself would approach singing with air.
Our voice teacher said all your air all the time. And
She's using none of her air ever.
I can't seem to focus, and you don't seem to notice
I can't seem to focus. It's this much air the entire time.
And I think what you're going to say is, no, that's just dynamics. She's just singing softly. There is a difference. There's a very big difference between not using your air and bringing your voice down dynamically, like volume-wise.
Yeah.
That's not what's happening.
And when I sing quietly, I'm still using a lot of air.
You might even use more.
Can't seem to focus.
Yeah, and I think the difference is, too, you can also hear breaks in the phrase. You can't seem to focus. That's the alternative.
Let's say we're even doing the breaks.
Exactly.
You can't seem to focus.
Right.
It's still a lot more air, and she's kind of using it to give it a.
I would say there's no legato. She is not singing with legato.
Yeah.
Legato is like the connecting of the phrases. The airflow is kind of motivating those phrases. And she's not doing that.
And I also think it's creating this heavy vibrato sometimes. And, all of this is to say that I think she knows how to sing kind of. I think she knows how to sing any way she kind of wants to sing, especially from what we've seen lately.
Absolutely.
I think she knows how to sing. It's 100% a choice. Because that's our thing is that, yes, you can have all of these rules and they're more like guidelines. And our whole, one of our philosophies with that is, if you want to break the rules, that's great. Just make sure you're doing it intentionally. It's not just something that you do unconsciously because that's just how you kind of learned how to sing.
Absolutely.
Make sure that when you're doing something, it's for a reason, it's for an effect, it's for something that you're going for.
I would say that that's exactly the point. She is not singing lazily.
No.
Even though it is, some of the things she's doing are things that happen when you sing lazily.
Sure.
If that makes sense.
Not using enough air.
Exactly. Not using enough air. Right.
Under supported.
Exactly.
But this is not,
Yeah.
it is, she's achieving an effect.
Exactly. So I would say, as far as like foundations of singing goes, this might not be a great place to start if you're a new singer, as far as like trying to sing like Billie Eilish.
Sure.
That would probably set you back a little bit. But now if we're just talking about Billie Eilish as a vocalist, she's doing really interesting things.
Yeah.
I think that I also want to talk about how we always talk about her breath, and I've said this a few times before, but it makes me physically feel out of breath to listen to her sing, even though I love her voice.
What's your deal?
But it's like, I feel like it's just really hard, and I just needed you to know that. So if I'm over here hyperventilating, it's her fault.
I'm struggling to breathe.
I'm struggling to breathe.
Billie Eilish.
Okay, I want to keep listening because I really want to hear it.
Start right about here. I love it when Phineas comes in too.
Oh my gosh, you saw my face.
You can barely hear him.
Yeah.
But it's so nice and tasteful. Also, I'm surprised by her piano.
Yeah.
She's having movement in her right hand, and like the chord voicings are interesting.
I'm actually not surprised by that.
Yeah?
I felt like she's a musician for sure. For sure.
Sure.
Just writing her songs and stuff, I feel like she has to have an understanding of an instrument.
But I think that what a lot of singers fall into, especially if you have a brother who can play all these instruments and record all the things, is that you let them do it.
Yeah.
And you don't then struggle to learn how to do it and do it yourself too. Because, if your needs are met, like that's what I did until I was 25. I didn't really work on any instruments or anything like that. And it's hard. So if you have somebody who's already doing it for you,
who can help
it's kind of easy to say, great, I'm going to let them do it. So I'm just, I think she's
I think so
great.
too.
You check your complexion to find your...
Sorry, I got to pause again. The other thing we always say that she is ruining is singing on the vowel versus the consonant. Check your complexion. She's literally singing on the consonant and not the vowel. So, check your complexion.
Yeah.
Oh, I went too fast. Check your complexion. She sings on the N. And I don't know. This is why you can have rules, but it's really guidelines, because if it works, it works. Ultimately, music is up to your interpretation. It's a lot of fun. We're going to talk a lot about things like efficiency, things that like vocal health, which are kind of the basis of why we're doing what we're doing.
Absolutely.
And
why we care about these rules.
And why we care about the rules, and why we think that for like the majority of people, these set of rules are really going to help you out. Or guidelines. These set of guidelines are really going to help you out. But there are going to be outliers.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely. And I think that them existing doesn't mean that they're like not succeeding. Yeah. Right? Like, or them doing it the way that they are. So Billie Eilish singing in the technique that she's singing, it doesn't mean that she is not a good singer.
No, or like doing it wrong.
Right. We're just observing like this is the beauty of technique. This is the beauty of singing. It's like kind of like open source. You know what I mean? Like you have an endless choice to make. You have endless choices to make, options, and it just depends on what kind of singer you want to be.
Sure.
So knowing all of your options really help you make that decision.
Sure.
Yeah.
Reflections all alone. I had to go. Can't you hear me? I'm not coming home. Do you understand?
Do you hear how loud that mic is?
Oh yeah.
You can hear her breath
Gained
so
up.
hard. It is so
You
highly
can hear
gained.
the
Yeah.
fingers come off the keys, and like, I don't know if you saw Phineas like carefully take his hands off of his guitar.
Yeah. The mics are super hot.
Yeah.
And I think that also just speaks to how she is singing. She is singing so softly that you wouldn't be able to hear her if the mics were not that. Just an observation.
I've changed my plans 'cause I'm in love with my future. Can't wait to meet her. I'm in love, but not with anybody else. Just wanna get to know myself.
Just wanna get to know myself. And she's singing, just wanna get to know myself. I would say the way she is doing this is rather than her air bringing the like resonance out, the air is first and it's like mostly air. Like the phonation is actually like the least amount of what's happening. Like it's mostly breath.
Yeah.
It's really insane.
So one of the things also I think that she's doing, so something that I was taught and makes a lot of sense to me is if you are trying to control your air with this, with your vocal folds, with your throat, that's going to really tire you out. And so you don't want to, it's like putting a little tiny valve on the end of a big giant hose. There's a lot of pressure on this little tiny valve. But what if you're not using that much air?
Right.
And you can, really just gently use this
Use
valve.
the valve, yeah. Good point.
It's looking like it's working because
Yeah.
I haven't heard a lot about Billie having vocal issues.
And I would say what I'm hearing from her does not give me concern.
Yeah.
It's just not efficient.
Oh, 100%.
And
So,
that doesn't mean good or bad. When we say efficient, we're not saying good or bad in this sense, in this context. I'm literally saying like the way your voice works efficiently and the way sound works efficiently is with full phonation. If we were to analyze the frequencies that are coming from her voice, it wouldn't be as full as if she was more air efficiently.
And I would say it's bad if she was trying to sing loud.
Right.
If she was yelling into the
And
mic
using this,
and
yeah.
going, oh, right,
Yes.
and using that kind of style, I would say, ouch, that's going to hurt you.
Bad for your voice.
That's bad for your voice.
Yeah.
So if you want to sing really full and like fill the room and like those are the types of singers that we want to be and those are the things that we aspire
to be.
Absolutely.
Jinx.
That's why I think we talk about that so much. But that's not her goal here.
That's not
Her
her
goal
goal.
here is to have this kind of, this is going to sound like some weird voice teachery imagination.
That's what we
land,
are.
But I think of it as like somebody who's just chilling by a window. Somebody who's just singing kind of to themselves while they're on a swing set or something.
It's relatable.
Where it's not
Yeah.
big showy.
No,
it's
it's
not
not
big
big
and
showy.
It is impressive.
It's
But like it's also
emotional.
just emotional
Yeah.
and it's easy to listen to.
Unless you're like me and you can't breathe.
Unless you're like
because
Malia,
what you're looking
and
for.
she's sympathetically not breathing for some reason. I don't know why. I can breathe.
Do you not have that? Like,
in spite?
it makes you like
I
catch
don't
your
know.
breath.
I don't know if there's a lot of sounds that make me not breathe. But she said this with a lot of other singers.
No, I've literally said it with Billie Eilish every time I
every
listen to
single
her.
time. Yeah. I really love how she leans into those vocal runs. Future, but right? She kind of
But it's not even that.
falls into
It's
that.
not even that. But I.
Wait, let's listen.
It's like so.
Let's listen to it. Shh. We're gonna listen to her do it. Thank you.
It's on the edge.
Yeah.
She is like, wait, I have to like,
running out of air. You can't just breathe out.
That's literally how she's singing.
Wait,
at the end of her breath.
I can
how
exhale.
can you do that?
Wait, I can exhale. I don't have to sing the whole thing.
I do.
must only sing my breaths out. My breaths? Sing my breaths out.
Okay, I guess I just breathe it out.
But
That's what's happening.
Interesting. Okay, well, so that's what you do. You gotta. But
Do you see what I mean? That there's a difference. I hope you guys can hear a difference because it's not. But which is like full voice. That was full voice.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's hard.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Billy, tell us how you do this.
Well, I think it's really
just
interesting,
wanna
and it is so contrary from what we have worked on. And
Yes.
obviously we're gonna have different goals because one of my goals for my voice is to sound as clear as possible.
Absolutely.
And she's going for the breathy kind of whispery thing, and I'm always trying to work against that.
Well, and I think it's the difference too between wanting effect on your voice and not wanting effect on your voice. I guess it's all effect. We're all affected. Like it's all.
Yeah, I think I enjoy and I listen to clear voices and I identify it as something that I want.
Right. That's a personal preference. I think
Totally.
that being good or better or best is subjective.
Yeah.
What is objective is resonance.
And something that I'll say, and I've said before, if you comment saying
We hate
Billie
Bill-
Eilish, no, wait. If you comment saying that Billie Eilish is the best singer in the world, and oh my gosh, nobody's like she's you should look through all of our videos and see how many people think that this person, some singer who is their favorite singer, is the best in the world, bar none, hands down, game over. Everybody thinks that their favorite singer is the best singer in the world. So we don't care, and we don't think that any one voice is better or worse. That's not for us to say. What we are trying to say is how people are doing it, if we think it's efficient, healthy, sustainable, all that kind of stuff.
Also, like, what makes it interesting? We're just kind of like analyzing her voice as it is. I'm not trying to change her.
No.
If you were to ask me what I would do, that would be a different question.
Yeah.
And sometimes we say that. We would say, you know what? If it were up to me and I could talk to Billie and I could guide her, I would say do this, but it's not. And that's not what we're doing right now.
If Billie Eilish asked us for voice lessons, I would give her a voice lesson, and I would not change how I'm teaching,
Right.
Based on how she's already doing things. If she's already doing things the way she wants to do things, and she wants a lesson from me, it's probably because she wants to try new and different things.
Right.
When you have an instrument, you don't have to play it the same way every time.
No.
You can try different things. You can try different vocal effects. You can try singing different stylistically. You're not, she's so young.
That's
is she
thing.
going to teach? Is she going to sing the same in 10 years? I doubt it.
She already
because
isn't.
she already isn't.
Yeah.
One, and two, she's going to keep evolving as an artist. So
Absolutely.
nobody's going to just keep doing the same thing over and over again for their entire life.
Right.
She's going to evolve.
I agree.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree. Really?
Yeah, baby agrees as well.
She agrees too.
Yep.
I'm in love, but not with anybody else. Just wanna get to know myself. I know supposedly I'm lonely now. No, I'm supposed to be unhappy without someone. But aren't I someone? I'd like to be your answer. 'Cause you're so handsome, but I know better than to
Let's listen to that one, guy.
I know better.
Wow. I would say that's something that's really impressive. The way that she can do those like vocal runs with such like little air.
It's amazing.
That's very difficult.
Yeah, and I think she's starting to open up here a little bit too.
That's also dynamics, I think. I think that's how she kind of builds songs.
I know better.
That was a good vowel.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, the vowel. So something that gives it that edge, all of a sudden she kind of loses a lot of that breathiness.
I
and she
agree.
Goes, it's like,
Yeah.
ooh, it's really nice, but she's going,
Yep.
Well,
Well, you see her. She's very much like using her mouth as a resonator, right?
Sure.
Like you see when she moves her lips.
she's shaping stuff.
She's shaping stuff.
That's the beauty of vowels. Mm-hmm. She's not going, better, right?
Right.
Better.
She's also not going better,
Ba.
better.
It's like ba. But it's even more.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really cool, really pretty.
Then to drive you home. 'Cause you didn't invite me in. And I'd be yours again. But I'm in love with my future. And you don't know why. And I'm in love, but not with anybody here. I'll see you.
That was interesting.
Dear.
So that was just air escaping and her not phonating at all. But it's really pretty, right?
Bless you. God bless you.
Bless you. Bless you. Thank you.
But not with anybody here. I'll see you in a couple weeks.
So normally we would say, ooh, that's really bad. Her voice isn't phonating when she was trying to ooh, la, 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 la. But
Doesn't always sound.
I honestly think that because the air pressure that she's sending through, the volumes that she's singing at, it's probably not that bad.
Probably not that.
It's probably not that bad.
Is it great? But it's probably not that bad.
I mean, yeah, whispering.
Is it something that I would ever recommend you do? No.
No, whispering is tiring for your voice. Whispering is.
Yep.
When you go on vocal rest, whispering is worse than talking full voice. And she's kind of whisper singing here, right? So, part of me just really thinks that because the pressures are low,
Yeah.
it's not doing a ton of damage.
There would be a very big difference between what she's doing now if she were trying to sing full voice and do that. I agree with you.
For sure. This just puts images in my head of like staring at your shoes, walking, like waiting somewhere.
Yeah.
Your mom's getting her nails done and you're just like waiting outside and you're singing under your breath and you're just singing to yourself. And
I think so many people relate to her because of that kind of a vibe.
I kind of dig it.
Yeah, no, definitely.
In a couple weeks. So obviously we are not.
So we're going to make this a 2-part video because these tiny desks can get a little long and, we just don't want to take up your whole day.
And we never
wanna give
stop
you a chance.
talking,
Yeah,
so.
we talk a lot. Let's be honest. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
So we are going to end this video here and we hope that you guys learned something and we hope you enjoyed it. We love Billie Eilish and we cannot wait to react to the second part of this video. So be sure, if you are new, to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified when we do post our next video. Thank you guys so much for watching and we will see you next time.